Welcome back to the RTF podcast where we refresh your feed so you don't have to. My name is Matt.
My name is Matt.
And you're watching episode 61. Matt, a very happy new year to you, sir.
It's been a very happy new year. Indeed.
A very happy new year to you.
Indeed.
We're starting off on the right foot.
Are we though?
Yeah, I think
we
so.
are.
Yeah,
but
we are.
The world is not.
Generally, no. What'd you do for New Year's? Let's start with that.
I just had some people over my house. It was a great time. You know, partied 7 a.m. You know, it was a great time.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, you traveled?
I was in Niagara. I was at a club event there.
Very
Only
nice,
club,
very nice.
Dragonfly there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like, are you a big New Year's resolution guy?
To be honest, not really. But I have like goals. I like to consider them goals rather than resolutions.
I agree with you. People consistently shit on New Year's resolutions. They're like, why do you have to do it at the beginning of the year? Or just do
That's
it like,
literally it, yeah.
You know what I mean? I think of it as, it's a good way to monitor exactly when I started.
I agree. I agree
You know
with
what
that
I mean?
statement, yeah.
Not necessarily, because I came up with my New Year's resolutions like literally like the 30th of December.
Mm-hmm.
It was just what I was thinking. I do this like on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
I have things that I want to achieve like on a like monthly, obviously daily basis, but like more grand scale on a monthly basis, right?
So you're more of a short-term goal setter, essentially.
Yeah, but
saying, yeah.
well, I have like long-term ones that I just have in my mind always, and I have written down. But like January 1st is like I have like a list of like 10 or 15. It's just like things you want to get done throughout the year. This way, at like this time next year, it'll be like, okay, did I finish those? And you look back, right?
I agree. No, I agree. And the thing is, I mean, I don't look at it the reason I don't care for the resolution thing is like it's not I'm not resolving a problem, right? I'm just changing things and you know, it's like for example, if you're like, oh, I want to lose this amount of weight this year, as that's a big one for most people, right? And then they get really upset that they didn't hit their goal of 25 pounds, but they only lost 15 pounds. Okay, listen, for some people to lose 15 pounds and make that lifestyle change, it's fucking an incredible feat, you know? It's not like some small thing, but people aren't happy because it wasn't the 25, it was only the 15, right?
Yeah, like you set those expectations, but I like setting those expectations.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like it's because then like I like to revisit them in like the summer and be like, okay, where am I at right now?
Of course,
I should be like pushing more, pushing less, a little bit, whatever. But I was thinking about I had a stupid thought. Well, not really stupid thought, but I had a thought going into like a couple days before New Year's. I was like, when you were a kid, right? If someone would have told you like, let's say you were 5 years old, if someone would have told you, what do you think the world's gonna be like in 2023?
It was
right in 2005 or whatever when you were. It was like 2003.
No one had any idea as to what's happening.
Well, if you would have told me 2023, I would have literally been like, okay, flying cars. Flying cars is the given. Is always the given.
I'm gonna hit you with something. You ever watched The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember when? I don't remember which twin it was. I'm pretty sure it was Zach trying to take that girl out to the fancy Italian restaurant, and then she goes, "I can book you in for Friday." And then he's like, perfect, because it was probably close to the date. And then she goes, 2023. Yo, we're here.
I know.
Bitch, we're here.
Yeah,
like, that was 15 years ago. Like,
wow.
It's like, that's what you're saying. Like, it's, who knew what would that,
I know,
you know?
But like, anytime, like, if you're going to ask me what, okay, now it's a little bit different, it's a little bit skewed, but, because I kind of know what's going on. When you say, like, 2020, anything more than 10 years is kind of just, like the craziest shit. Like you're just gonna spew out the craziest shit.
I feel like for some things I had a decent idea, right? Because nobody knew how. Like for example, the biggest one was like we grew up with like internet, computers, all that kind of stuff, and we had this like totally civil but unhinged side of the internet when we were like growing up, and then all of a sudden it's a completely different landscape now, and it's completely unhinged and I think off the rails a little, but like it's just wild the amount of technology, right? And think about it like this, where I remember I was trying to set up things like smart home devices, not little small ones like a fucking faucet or something, garage with, I remember when Apple HomeKit or like a version of that came out, or maybe it was an app, I don't really remember, but like it just didn't work right. And I'm like, this is this thing that I gotta just wait for. And then like other things would go by, and now it's just like common like everyday things where it's like literally I can connect everything to my phone. Hey Siri, flush my toilet, you know? It just
I agree. It's like
it's wild.
Some of the shit you don't expect, right? But literally, like when I was maybe like 5 or 6, you asked me in 15 years, 20 years, what's it going to be like. Instantly, I'd be like, first flying cars. Second,
I would say, big one.
Yeah, that was always the big one. First flying cars. Then I'd say like robots, aliens coming to take over the earth. So it's always like some shit like that. But like 20 years, right, is like our parents have lived for like that times 2, most of our parents, right? So they know how much can change in 20 years. And I think obviously the big one's technology, like 100%.
Massive.
100%. And funny that we're talking about it, because I saw a post, I'm not too well versed in it, but Japan is actually developing flying cars.
Really?
They look like drones almost. They're one passenger. At least the ones that I saw.
I'm not surprised, but interesting.
They're one passenger. They look like drones, and they're trying to mainstream them by like the end of the year. They're introducing them at this year, like, and they're trying to mainstream. Yeah,
I know.
They're trying to turn into.
Have you seen the
Utopia style?
Have you seen the? Japan is so weird. Hang on, Japan is
everything.
So weird.
Everything about that place is weird.
I love it. Not everything.
The people are great.
No. What I'm saying is Japan is weird.
Great.
I was actually having this conversation the other day. Japan is weird because they have such a big mix of old and new technology.
The new tech is ridiculous.
If you ever watch, right? So so people always mention it's like the vending machines and the toilets and this and that, whatever is like the new tech and like the technology on like the phones and all this kind of stuff. It's just insane. And then you go and watch. Have you ever seen their TV? Have you ever watched a Japanese broadcast? It looks like something right out of the 80s. Like, you could see it if you just... It's on YouTube. They stream, drifting competitions and that kind of stuff, like, whatever. The graphics and the transition is, like, straight out of 1980.
Really?
Straight out of 1980. And it's just, like, what is this, like, old mix and new mix? It's just, like, this
Yeah, I get that.
It was so wild. It's, like...
They like that vintage, I guess, like, TV.
You know what? I respect it, honestly. It's, like, there's a new Hyundai car that's out. It's the electric like sports car.
Okay, yeah.
Dude, it is unreal. It is like the 80s, 90s like Japanese type style, square body, this and that, whatever. And the headlights are like digital and pixelated, like they're big square pixels.
Oh, okay.
But it just looks so good. And then everything is updated for 2022. It just looks really, really good. Again, that it's like a harmonized, like old, new.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice. So
yeah. Well, no, I'm looking like again, us tech being the big one, and I'm the biggest of tech guys, 100%. It's like, where are we gonna go from like here now? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you see crazy shit, especially with like home automation, like you're saying, like being able to just control everything at your fingertips. It's like, where else are we gonna go?
There's a guy on. He's from Toronto. I think he's from Toronto. I know he's Canadian. Do you see that guy on TikTok who has his entire house like completely automated, and he just comes up with more shit just because?
That's sick.
He like, for example, he does random things now because like I feel like you can only go so far without being lazy.
Yeah.
And so he's like, he puts his bottle in the sink and he's like, Siri, fill my water, and then he fills his like, that's the thing. And it fills his water bottle, and he like programmed it with like this Raspberry Pi and all this kind of stuff, and this smart faucet he bought off like Alibaba or AliExpress or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And like, it's cool because like he weighed out the water and how much it takes for it to fill that specific bottle, and does it from the tap.
Yeah.
Or like, for example, he has like an electric heater an electric blanket underneath his mattress, and so he's like, I set it so that I always shower at night, so I get in the shower and a water sensor senses that the shower's on and starts to heat my mattress. So when I get into my bed and it's nice and warm.
Yeah, I know, like, just lazy.
What the fuck?
That's just like next.
That's wild.
That's
Dude,
next.
It's wild, but
yeah.
like,
That's crazy talk.
Yeah.
I wish. No, but even like I was saying, like, I feel like when we were, if look back maybe 10, 15 years, and you look 10, 15 years into the future, I'd say the tech we have now is comparable to like Meta and VR. And because everyone's kind of just like, what even is that? Like what's going on? Like, I have no idea. It sounds so, everyone's like, it sounds so stupid. Everyone's bashing it. Same way people would bash like early stages of like MP3s and other tech like that, and they're on that era, and then eventually once it becomes like super mainstream, like I'll give another good example that I've been using recently is like AI, like
that
art AI.
Oh, the art. I was gonna say, you like the chatbot stuff. Have you seen that?
That too. That too. It's crazy. Wild. It's ridiculous, and it's like, okay, that's where we're going. Like we're just gonna be like, no, just not people, just not even thinking, just chilling. But I did want to get into starting off the year right. I got into a couple different TV shows. Last week we did a Wednesday review, like pre-watch review.
Yes.
Okay, so I finished the series.
Perfect.
I finished
did not.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I knew.
I got distracted. I left the country.
Yeah, that's true. On vacation.
And you're like, oh, did you bring the TV show with you where you went? No.
No, it's
It
fine.
is what it is.
We're chilling. So I finished it. I want to say it was like, for like, Wednesday herself. She's great. She plays a fantastic role, and I gotta say that like, they got me. Like Netflix got me. Like whoever, Tim Burton, he got me.
Okay.
Because there's two scenarios. I'm not gonna give them away. There's two scenarios that literally made me question of like, why do I watch TV if I'm this dumb? Because there's so many plot twists. There's like 2 or 3 like big ones, and like, I'm usually the one to point shit out because like I look for the unexpected. And like when you go searching, sometimes you get caught, sometimes you're okay about whatever. And he got me 3 times. All 3 times I was like, I didn't even know that. Like I didn't even know. Like I didn't even know that was. I didn't have an idea. Yeah. I was like, what the hell's going on, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's what makes it like really good. I thought it was like, exceptional. I thought it was a decent show. And again, Jenna Ortega, super good looking and like plays an amazing role. Her and the other girl, I forgot the other girl's name. Enid's her name in the show. I forgot her name. I forgot her actress name.
I mean, the internet blew up for her anyway. So like,
crazy blew up. Like she's all over my YouTube shorts and all over like TikTok and everything in that song.
I cannot stand the song.
Let me tell you something, Matt. Let me tell you something. So I was a little ticked off that song. I'll dance. That song from TikTok is not the same song in the show.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, I know.
And it's shit.
Yeah.
That it makes it so much worse.
I know.
Oh my god, I was furious. I was like, okay, obviously how they gonna know that it's so much better until the show comes out and people make all these edits. But like, I was cheesed. I was like, I can't even believe. I was like, bro, like, to be honest, that the song is like
it's a Lady Gaga song, isn't it?
The other one, like the actual one.
Yeah.
The Lady Gaga song is the one on TikTok.
Oh, is it?
That's Lady Gaga. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
But then the one in the show is like, I can't remember what the song is. It's like one of those like Monster Mash ones. Like it's it's not the Monster Mash, but like it's something like that around those ends, same genre and shit. But I was fuming. I was like, I couldn't believe it. But overall, I honestly think the show was like really surprising, and good. It was like one of the highest, most watched hours of Netflix in like crazy.
Probably since Money Heist or something.
I don't even remember what the Squid Game is, and like
Squid Game's another one.
Bro, Squid Game was huge.
Yeah, Squid Game.
We talked about Squid Game for like 3 weeks. Yeah. It was disgusting. It was like crazy. Did crazy view numbers, hours, tons of shit like that.
And then the other one that I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it. Don't tell me anything.
Okay.
But Kaleidoscope.
Yes, Kaleidoscope. For everyone listening and everyone watching, I would 100% recommend it because we're breaking into like we're moving out of the screen. It's like now that you can watch them in any order. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The way I watched it, I found perfect. Okay. Maybe not actually. I found perfect. So right now, I'll give you an update. It's not really spoiling anything, but the last episode, which is titled White,
needs to be white,
is the heist.
Yeah, obviously. That would make sense.
Yeah. So, but Kaleidoscope is broken up into I think 9 episodes, and they're all different colors.
Yeah,
So it's like pink, blue, orange, green, violet.
I saw some
red.
articles about the way that they felt it was the best way to watch it. That particular person, and I'm like, I kind of just want to go in and see what Netflix gives you because Netflix gives you a random order. Like yours is different than mine.
Yeah. Like, it does. It just shuffles it. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now the best way to watch it. You could take my advice or don't take my advice.
Okay.
For Kaleidoscope, I would recommend. The way it tells you, the way it shuffles, because it can go either way. Obviously, like the first maybe 5 or 6 episodes, watch however you want. Mm-hmm. Watch them however. The last 3, or the last 2 rather, have to be red, and then pink, like red and then pink,
and then white. And
don't watch white.
And don't watch white.
Don't watch white.
Why?
I'm telling you, don't watch white. Because it's all like they all take place at different times.
Yeah.
And if you watch white is the actual heist. You know that. Everyone knows that. But the other episodes show you what happens after. And it's no secret. It's no secret.
Okay.
They show you what happens after. Like
Yeah.
it says it. It's like it'll say it on the thing.
So,
There's things that show you before or after.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
in
yeah.
between, like a day before, 2 months after, like
that's what
whatever.
somebody said, that white it's the rule is you have to watch white last, but it's
I like personally, I don't plan on watching.
really.
Yeah,
No,
I don't
gotta
plan on
watch
watching white.
No, I gotta watch it.
I'm gonna like the reason why. I'm not really spoiling anything, but like the episodes that take place after the heist, they like close all the like one like whatever I want to know. It's closed.
Yeah, I guess.
Like they close all the lines. They close all the storylines.
Don't you want to know how it ends though, or does it
does.
tell you?
It tells you
Oh well.
basically.
I don't know. Okay, well.
Well, it's not, but like that's the great thing about the show is because it doesn't like ruin the heist. It tells you what happens at the end, but it doesn't ruin the heist. But personally, if I really had to go back and like Hollywood style watch it in a row, I would watch like the ones that take place after, obviously after.
That would make sense, yeah.
And like I would recommend that to really get like a full like grasp of it.
Yeah, because I think the show takes place in like 48 hours or something, like all together. Like it's a span of 48 hours. Like that's the timeline. No, or I could be wrong. It's
a like there's like one episode that's like 2 years before, and then like
really?
one episode that's like 6 months after or some shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like one of those. It's like all over the place, like all opposite chronologically.
Fair enough, yeah.
But I do think it's really cool what they do with like Kaleidoscope and like like the colors as well. I think it was really dope because they incorporated a bit into the episodes and the text and things like that, and the intro and stuff like that. I thought it was really dope. Honestly, I would 100% recommend. But like same thing with like Wednesday. We're getting to like after watching a couple more, we're getting to like this form of like Netflix TV show fucking shit that's like next level. It's not like conventional. There's always like now there seems to be like all these plot twists and all this crazy shit that goes down to keep people interested. And I think it's because like the attention span has gotten lower, obviously,
100%
in the general public.
100%.
So people need that like, oh my god, what's happening now? What's happening now? What's happening now? It's not like I can watch a 3-season TV show that the first season is just blah, like Walking Dead. Like 2 seasons were like blah, and then you just can't watch it.
Can I be honest? If we're in a room, right, I'm like, yo, I love this show, or this was a good show, or somebody turns to me and goes, hey, can I watch this show with you? 100%. I'm all for it. Let's do it. If you sit there and we're watching the show, and I look over and you're like this, looking at your fucking phone.
Oh my god, that's my biggest pet peeve, bro.
Like you're not watching the show.
That's my biggest pet peeve.
You're not watching the show.
And then people make the argument that they are watching.
Fuck off.
And that is the worst. That you are a terrible human for that shit.
It's atrocious.
I hate that. No, I know a lot of people that do that. My own mother does that. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. It's like there's no way you could be watching it.
There's no way. And then it's like I understand. It's like, oh, somebody sent you a text message and you're just like respond.
Yeah.
Slap it down.
No. People are scrolling through TikTok.
And the fucking volume's on.
Yeah.
Or like some shit's going on.
Yeah. No, I can't.
It's the worst.
I can't do it.
It's the worst. Stop consuming that. Isn't that a problem? Did you see that as a problem?
Yeah, I think so.
That you can't go so long without just like having to look at your phone. But not even look at your phone. I've been a victim of it. But here's the thing, like, so have I, where it's like, oh, I've realized this is an issue. Like, fuck TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts and all. Throw it away. See you later. I consume my content on like either my computer or my TV that I have for it, and I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. It just ruins.
Yeah, it's true. It is. I want to ask you a question actually. Now that we're talking about this, so you know, like all the big hype over Jenna Ortega.
Yes.
Okay, so
it's
just thinking back. Yeah, because you saw. So apparently there's like speculation that she's bisexual or some things like that, but they don't know for sure. It's all rumors and shit. Okay, so Jenna Ortega approaches you.
Okay.
Are you more enticed to go out with her because of her looks as a normal as herself, or as Wednesday?
Okay. So let me break it down.
Based on personal preference.
Look, I mean, to be honest with like just by her looks between what she looks like in the show and in real life.
Yeah.
In real life.
I don't know, man.
Listen, I get it.
I don't know, look, man. She looks real good in the show.
I'm not saying she's not attractive, okay?
No, in the show?
Listen, what I'm saying to you
okay, go ahead.
What I'm saying to you is like, I don't know. It's just maybe it's a me thing. I don't know. Could be wrong. I also don't want to date a doorknob.
Yes, yeah, that's right. That's where you get me.
I also don't want to date a doorknob.
That's where you get me. I feel like she'd be, but like, okay, obviously you have to watch the show a bit, but she is definitely a doorknob. She's like 100% like the worst person to be around.
That's like, why would you?
But
there
like,
are people like that.
But yeah,
Why are you subjecting yourself? Like, I don't look at the end of the day, like, regardless of if you're interested in the person or not interested in the person romantically, and you're just having like whatever. If the person you're like, oh, this person's cute, and then they have like, you can have a conversation with them, infinitely times higher, infinitely better than like a supermodel walking up to him and being like, yo, like, let's go back to my fuck you, like in my
yeah, I get it.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's
I get it, but she's like, I feel like it when she is like so stone cold and like doesn't show any emotion.
No.
To finally get some emotion is like W central. You know, like you could just turn around and be like, I just caught the biggest
kid?
W.
You know that kid?
Yeah. I'll throw them up on the screen.
Yeah.
Literally like that. Like literally just like W central. But she's great looking. Like regardless of but bro, they make her so pale in the
isn't that
TV show.
Yeah,
but they make her so pale, like white.
The other thing,
like, fuck, like,
okay. Speaking about this, I gotta be honest. Look, good-looking girl. I'm not gonna break my back for her though. Like fucking the internet does. It's just you're sitting there. You're like, no, I think she's so hot. This and that.
To be honest,
whatever. Okay, guys, relax. Okay, like
to be honest, if I wouldn't last obviously, but if I did date Wednesday, she'd probably kill me. She'd probably kill me. Yeah,
probably.
She'd probably kill me. Someone like me.
You're too bubbly for that.
Not even bubbly. I'm just like I'm just too like fun and shit. She would kill me for sure.
You're like, yo, you want to go out to a club? And then she'd be like, the fuck?
Yeah, I know, just kill me. And then
she'd like send a spider on you or something. I don't know.
And then sick the thing, the hand.
Yeah, the hand.
Bro, that has to be the creepiest. That has to be the creepiest thing on the planet. But did you see how they do it?
No, I didn't. I literally haven't seen a single thing for the show. And I
was thinking when I saw the hand thing like in the series, it's not really a spoiler, but when you see thing, it's like, okay, that's all CG.
Is it not?
It's not. It's a guy.
Oh really? Just like
yeah, it's a guy that's like.
Damn.
And I was like, it would make sense for it to be a guy, but like nowadays, I would assume that it's all CG.
You'd assume everything like that is just CG. But was his hand like mocap?
Yes. No. So he was okay. There's a couple different things. So they did it without him. They did CG him for a little, a couple scenes wherever they needed to. If like all other things went to shit. But like. He's for the majority of the time he's in a full blue suit.
Oh really? Interesting.
And like literally up to the cuff.
Yeah.
And then his wrist like pops up, so it looks like it's a wrist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is sick. Which is so sick.
Interesting.
But like,
I would have thought they would have just.
Bro, think of how I don't remember what the guy's name is. I should pull it up. Literally, think of how intricate your finger work has to be.
Yeah, you can't just like.
Bro, the guy's signing with one hand. He's literally signing and like flipping people off and shit. Like it's next level.
Yeah, people think it would be like easy. I think it wouldn't be as easy as people think. Just because like you need to be precise with what you're doing in order to communicate.
The guy's like opening like there's like tons of shit. There's like tons of stuff. It's like my hands aren't even like equipped for that.
Here's a question for you then, because you're a big tech guy, a big movie guy. Do you think old CGI looks better than today's CGI? There's been this debate going on online where it's like they compare movies.
I've seen like VFX artists do it. Like
big
VFX
movies, and from like then to now, like the first Avatar movie to like
now,
essentially either now or whatever, and it's just like people are like, oh no, the first movie looks better.
No,
like CGI, like the CGI looks better.
Yeah,
and it's just like. And it's like, oh, people are getting lazy, and that's why, and like whatever. I'm like, I don't know. I think like maybe the style is different.
It depends. I feel like it all really depends on like the VFX specialist. Like, it all really depends on like who's behind it and which studio is behind it and like whatever, like who's actually working on it, because like there's some really good stuff out there. Bro.
Yeah.
Like really good. Like Marvel and like Endgame was like life changing and like all kinds of CGI. And you watch like. I've watched a lot of BTS of like big movies.
You know what I remember being like maybe it's just in my brain. Remember the Scooby-Doo movie, the live action Scooby-Doo movie?
Yes, they go on vacation?
something like that. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
like an
yeah,
amusement
yeah.
park or something. I don't know. Him, like this, like
Scooby?
Yeah, it was. I remember it being animated really well.
Yeah.
But it could just be my brain.
And I think Scrappy was in that too.
I think so.
Scrappy
maybe
did.
in one of the other ones or something. But like, yeah.
Yeah,
it was,
no, I do agree though. But like, bro, like Thanos was like was a groundbreaking character. Like, you can't
Yeah.
even like imagine what CG goes to, like the amount of man hours that goes into development and behind the scenes and motion capture and like the face, like like facial motion capture. Oh my god, that's a mouthful. Is like really like through the roof. Like
Yeah.
it's like crazy.
Yeah.
You see like literally like little smirks and stuff, and that just didn't fly before. Sometimes though, I have to admit, even in Avatar, like pioneered a lot of the new technology and shit. Some of the stuff begins to look like a game.
That's
Like
the other
like
thing
like
too. Yeah.
because Unreal Engine, you're familiar with that,
Yep.
UE5 and shit like that.
Well, yeah. Now it's the flip side. I saw a video online where somebody was swerving through traffic on a bike, and they crashed, and then it turned out to be a game. And I'm really good at
Yeah.
it because like I fucking look at this shit all the time.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell as he was swerving through traffic.
Yeah, you know why, bro?
and it's just like
you know why
it's
like
real.
when the people create environments in like software like that, it's really easy. Oh, it's not easy. It's like really hard to pull it off. But when you pull it off,
Yeah.
everyone gets fooled.
Yeah.
Because it's like lighting, shadows,
The
like
biggest things.
texture of
Biggest
things,
things,
like
yeah.
material texture and things like that. It's like next level. I studied a little bit of it, and it's like almost impossible to like pull off properly.
I also feel like our phones, like obviously, right, will just kill the quality when you upload it to things, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like that's why you can kind of tell a little bit because you'll see ripples and like
Yeah,
I
those
really
sort of
can't you have to know what you're looking
pixelation
for
and
and
shit.
like whatever.
Yeah.
But, because after watching it 2 or 3 times, I realized I'm like, no, I'm staring at like a game. And that's fucked. But I feel like if it was properly displayed on the proper monitor or screen that it was intended for, you wouldn't be able to fucking tell.
Yeah, I got
Like
you.
most people wouldn't be able to
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
tell. Like it's
Yeah.
you know.
So this is on my mind. I actually have to ask you another question. Going back to a Kaleidoscope, you're gonna watch eventually.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna
You
watch
plan on it. It's
probably between this episode and the next.
If you had to choose 5 people, famous people, obviously, so the viewers listening, to pull off a heist with you, who do you think you're bringing? Let's go. We're gonna go rapid fire because I'm gonna go my 5 too. Actually, is there 5? Yeah, we'll just say there's 5. You and then 4 more. And you're the head. You're the head chef. You're what's up.
Okay.
You're planning it all. I got 5. Bang.
Damn, that's a good one. Okay, I think
Famous people.
famous people. I think
It could be like fictional characters,
like
but
real
not
life?
like real life, but like fictional
you know
characters as
Adam
well.
Savage from MythBusters. I think like
Oh
a
my
mind
god,
like
that is a great one.
Like a technician type like gadget
Yeah.
guy, that would be unreal. Pure muscle, right? I mean, you can throw the Rock in there if you want, you know, because obviously he's like
Yeah.
whatever, but he's absolutely fucking yoked anyway. So like you just throw him in there.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Damn. Who like what like? I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think
like,
like the categories.
Yeah,
Like,
so
the
there's like
strategist, like the
way I break it down is like muscle,
yeah.
like executioner / like killer.
Yeah, who would you want?
Yeah, so like that's why I'm saying you can use like other like film characters because like you can't really pick like regular people. Like,
Buddy,
you know,
if we're going
like there's no,
film characters, I want the fucking professor from Money Heist on my fucking team. If that's the case,
yeah, that's
like
true
he
too.
was my strategist.
Yeah,
you know, like if
yeah.
that's the
So
case,
yeah,
right?
you could use that. Yeah, I'll let you use that. And then okay, so there's like the muscle, the killer, weapon specialist, then like the getaway driver. Yeah. Oh, I guess like you have so many for the getaway driver. The getaway driver and
You would need somebody from Fast and Furious.
and a weapon
bro.
specialist. Did I say weapon specialist?
Yeah. I think so. Anyway, I know what you're saying.
Then like a technician, like an arms technician.
Yeah. I feel like the getaway driver is gonna be Paul Walker.
Oh, that is the worst getaway driver.
What do you mean? No.
That is the worst getaway driver.
No. Okay.
Rest in peace, Paul Walker. But you would be dead. Okay, next.
You're a dick.
I'm not a dick.
You're a dick.
I'm straight spitting facts. That's
Okay,
you.
fine.
Okay.
I want my boy, LH Lewis Hamilton.
That's exactly
the-
what I was
you know
thinking
what I
of.
mean?
That's what I was thinking
You know
of.
what I mean? fucking Max Verstappen.
That's what I know. You can't take it. You
too
can't.
aggressive.
Yeah,
Too aggressive. I don't want it. But he's gonna be like, I need to overtake the police car and fucking sideswipe it. Anyway, I'm a Ferrari fan, by the way. Just like everyone knows. Fuck both of them, but it's fine. I love them both.
Okay.
Anyway,
you have one more.
Fuck.
You take Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
So
okay.
you take
Hamilton, Adam Savage.
Okay.
Because
The Rock has your muscle.
The Rock is the muscle. There's me, obviously. The big,
and then you have one more.
And I need a weapons guy.
Yeah, you need a weapons guy.
Who's a good weapons guy?
Obviously we're missing like actual weapons specialists, but like first person you think of.
Shit, who would? I feel like it's probably like it's either John Wick or Jason Bourne. You know what I mean?
Those are such good ones.
What's his name? I gotta Google it. Hold up. I gotta Google it. What's his fucking name? Is this it?
Jason Bourne.
The Transporter?
The Transporter?
Yeah.
I've never heard
you know
of
that guy? No, you know him.
I never heard of that.
You know Hobbs and Shaw, the movie?
Yeah,
The
but I
Rock
didn't
and
watch
that
it.
dude?
Yeah, I didn't watch
that
it.
guy, right?
Oh, the other guy?
The partner. He was dude, he's like some fucking like assassin type like.
Oh, really?
Like another one of those people. Yeah.
Okay, so that's your
fucking
5.
unreal. Yeah. This guy. Oh, Jason. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, Jason Statham. Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, there he is.
Yes, that's exactly
Couldn't
what I
remember
was
his fucking name.
Yes,
You know what
Jason
I mean?
Statham.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good list.
I think so.
That's a pretty solid list.
That's
No, that's good. That'll get you pretty far.
maybe. I hope.
I
feel like it'd be the dead weight there. No,
You
pun intended,
definitely
but
would
it's
be.
like, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing?
You definitely would be the dead weight. No shit. Those guys are fucking sick. Those guys are all sick. In order, I'll go with my driver. Oh, that's a hard one. I wanted to say Max Verstappen. Because we're thinking F1, we're thinking speed here. We're thinking like, but you know who I'm gonna one up you. I'm gonna go Vin Diesel. Familia. Familia.
Okay.
We're going Vin Diesel.
Okay.
That's my driver.
I feel like, oh, dude, you should get the fucking baby driver out there in that bitch.
That's a good one too.
Anyway, continue.
Vin Diesel's my driver.
Okay.
My arms specialist, my weapons specialist is Dan Bilzerian.
Who?
Dan Bilzerian.
I'll probably know his face.
The bachelor that has like guns all over his house was in the army, or I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Poker. He was rich on poker. He's like so rich.
Yeah, I know this guy.
Just because I don't know any other like weapons specialist.
That's a good one, yo. That's a good one too.
That's a good. Yeah,
that's a good one too. Yeah.
That's my weapons specialist.
Okay.
My muscle is Hathor Bjornsson.
Jesus
Thor.
Okay.
You know that? The strongest man. Okay, that's my muscle. That's a muscle.
Mobile though, like
I don't. He doesn't need to be, bro. Just stand in front of us and just take the bullets, bro. Just stand in front of us taking.
It's not a fucking human.
Bro, he can take down. He can take down Steve Door by himself. Anyways, that's my muscle. Who I need a technician. Daniel Craig is another one.
Okay.
That's another one. Daniel Craig. And I need one more agile. Like Daniel Craig is my brains, and I need someone more agile but also very technical.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with my fifth and last pick. It'll probably be See, I want to say Tom Cruise, like I really do.
But I feel like
I need someone agile, and then like, and we're not picking like fictional, like fucking like Doctor Strange. Like I'm not you know, like they have to be actual people.
But Tom Cruise as like thing, right? Like I'm not okay. Like for example, like I'm not gonna fucking pick John Krasinski as I'm not gonna pick him. I'm gonna pick Tom Clancy. Right? Like that's what we're doing.
Yeah. Like I'm picking Daniel Craig as like 007. Like
You're picking James Bond.
Yes, I'm picking James Bond. Yeah. So I'm picking Daniel Craig, and then right now I think it's a toss up between definitely like Tom Cruise and like the Mission Impossible movies, and it's a hard one. I need another like technician, but not like sleek technician. I need someone like an arms specialist willing to work under pressure.
I get you.
There's a lot of them.
Yo, John Krasinski's a good one. That is a good one. That was a good one too.
That is a good one.
I just thought of that.
That's hard. I was thinking like Bruce Willis.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan's a good one.
Not in that position though, but
I'm trying to think of who's like a cat, like someone that I'm gonna go with Tom Cruise.
I feel like Tom Cruise is
Run.
I'd pick Tiny Tom Cruise from Family Guy.
Yeah, Tiny Tom Cruise. That's a good one too. No, that like, I don't know. That's a pretty solid one.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I think I'd crack a few safes.
Okay, interesting. Leave your thoughts in the comments.
Leave your 5 in the comments.
Leave your team and then leave your thoughts about which team would get farther in the heist.
I think mine would.
You're fucked.
Bro, my muscles nuts. And bro, they only knows how to drive. Bro, they're not good drivers. Lewis Hamilton's not a good truck. You have to drive a truck. We're stealing money here. We're not stealing fucking
like, hold on a minute.
air.
But they also race in other, like, for example, like they also race in other things.
But you're driving a Brinks truck.
No, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I also thought about it too. Like, for example, like Carlos Sainz is a rally driver, and he drives right now. It's an electric Audi in the desert. It's fucking sick.
That's sick.
Right? So, like, you could also pick a rally driver, right? Because they're used to fucking
that's true
sending
too.
that shit.
Yeah, that's true too. No, well, to be completely honest, I think my team will make it pretty far. But the hardest thing for me, number one, obviously I'm the big dead weight in that category there. No pun intended, the big dead weight. But the reason I was contemplating picking Elon is because if I picked,
that would have been good too.
Yeah, if I picked Elon, he wouldn't be on mission. He would just be the behind the scenes brains.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want him there.
There's so many resources.
He's a sack of potatoes if he's with us. I don't want him there.
Resources. Like,
yeah,
oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Good.
Like, we can fly in there. We can do whatever.
You're connected via Starlink.
Exactly.
The neural link is in the back of your fucking head. Like, you're good. Like,
I'm telling you, that's a good one.
That's a good one too.
And we need the funding.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna cost.
Yeah.
See, this shows. Kaleidoscope's got me thinking now. Kaleidoscope has definitely got me thinking.
Elon Musk hit us up. I'm gonna add him on Twitter. Be like, well, this is the clip. You're joining the heist.
I'm gonna imagine. Okay? If there's anyone that would respond to,
it's definitely him. It's 100% him.
It's literally him. But apparently, that reminds me actually. Did you hear that he's the first person to ever lose $200 billion?
How did he do that?
So I'm not. Don't quote me for sure, but
yeah.
What I read was that like Tesla stocks took a plummet, like 11% on one day that it was, and he like lost like over $200 billion, but he still has a net worth of like 146 billion.
Yeah, he didn't fuck.
Which I don't agree with, which is like Google net worth, because it's definitely all kinds way more.
There's so many companies now, like it's
and it's definitely way more. If he were to like, who knows what he could actually have if he took it into his bank account, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that all operates, if it's all his assets liquidated or whatever it is, but like $200 billion.
It's not even fathomable, like that amount of money. Like you think about it, you're like, oh, 200 billion. No, you have no idea what that feels like or looks like or nothing. Like,
you don't even know what $1 billion feels like.
Not even close.
Bro, this is what I saw a video on, I don't remember if it was like YouTube or whatever. It doesn't matter. I saw this video that was like, people don't really understand how large $1 billion is.
Yeah.
Like, people get what $1 million is. People get what like 20 million is. They understand that, how the scale of it. But like, people don't really get like $1 billion is. Like, it's so much money.
Did you ever see, in context of this, and I don't give a fuck about anything other than what I'm about to say, okay? So that's the context I'm giving everybody. There's one clip of fucking Mr. Tate online. Remember he was on some podcast or something, and he's like, I want to go drive some cars that I had in Germany, and so I called my boy in like Bulgaria or something. I saw that. Yes, and then he's like, oh, I flew out a team of like 7 people to Germany, all 5-star hotels. And then he met me in Bulgaria, and he spent like $400,000 or $500,000 just to go drive around for 4 hours in Germany, and then like went home. Yeah, and it's just like, what the fuck?
It's just stupid money. It's just stupid money. Like it just goes crazy. Like when the money's like that, it just goes crazy.
It's wild. You can't fathom that. How do you fathom that? Yo, Matt, do you want to go fucking McDonald's parking lot?
Yeah.
Oh, literally. Perfect. You got that gas money?
Yeah, literally. No, it's wild, man. When you get to that level of like status, it's like out of this world. But he also got arrested or swatted recently.
There's so much.
Not to get into
there's so much randomness behind that.
Yeah, there's so much shit.
Some people say he's out. Some people say they're being withheld for 30 days. Some people say it's human trafficking. Some people say it's this and that and blah blah blah. And then his Twitter account was tweeting, and then he wasn't in prison. He was still in prison as his Twitter account was tweeting.
Yeah, and then he came out and he said that someone like swatted the same way they did to like Aiden Ross.
Yeah.
Just sent like SWAT team to his house and shit.
And people are like, it's so funny. It's like people are people are like saying that like Greta Thunberg fucking put him in prison.
Yes. Oh my God, we have to talk about that. No, not that she put him in prison.
No.
Did you see
like,
the tweets?
Yeah, that was funny.
We gotta read the tweets. Do you have it on your phone? Do you have internet?
Yeah, I'll pull them up.
Those were so I was laughing my ass off. I couldn't believe how funny they were. And like, she does not seem like someone that would say that. You know, it feels like someone hacked her account.
Probably. I also feel like, you know, they weren't even that good. Like, for example, she like sent him that email address, and then he's like, thanks for letting everyone know you have a small penis. It's like, wait, what?
Like, come on.
It was so fucking random. Like, I don't know.
I couldn't believe it. She's supposed to be like the face of like climate change and all kinds of shit. No, am I wrong?
That's exactly
shit like that. Yeah,
and it's just like, why are you doing that?
Like humanitarian.
Like, why are you doing that? Like, you know, he's pressing your buttons.
Yeah,
just stop. Like, fucking, whatever. I don't know.
Well, how old is she? She can't be.
I don't know. Some fucking. Oh, here, like, this is what I was talking about. She's like, oh, this was her response. His response here, like this thing here. She's like, yeah, please do enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com. And then he's like, thank you for confirming via your email address that you have a small penis. The world was curious. And it was just like,
what did he say? There was something he said before that about his, the reason that sparked that. It was about the emissions of his cars.
Yeah, that's exactly it. He's like, oh, I have like 30 something cars that I'm driving around, this and that, whatever. Yeah. And he's like, it doesn't mean anything because I'm not driving them and like I'm not polluting or something like that. Don't quote me. Something and then that's what like started
all that beef.
Yeah.
No, I was dying when
it was hilarious. That. It was so funny.
I was dying.
It was so watching. I love my little blissful ignorance that I live in.
You said you used that twice. You used it last week too.
Yeah. I love my little blissful ignorance that I live in because I'm going to be honest with you, like I'm focused in my life about other things. This kind of shit, I laugh at it.
And it's like, a good memes. It's like, a good memes. Yeah.
Know? But it's so funny because, and I'll fucking say it. I'm a little ignorant to it because it's not something I gotta focus on. Yeah, what am I gonna fucking do? Nothing.
Yeah, exactly the same. I don't really like focus on it, but when it pops up, it's a good meme.
It's funny.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we're gonna end it there for today.
I want to say one thing though.
Go ahead.
The beginning of 2023 has been a little rough for some people. Icons have passed away.
Yeah, Barbara Walters. Rest in peace, Barbara Walters.
Who's this now?
Go ahead. You know who Barbara Walters is?
No, I mean like what fucking. I didn't hear about that at all.
Why? Who are you talking about?
Ken Block, the rally driver.
Yes.
Died on
that was yesterday.
Passed away from a snowmobile accident.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
That was yesterday. Yeah, like you said. Yeah. Okay. She also passed away.
Barbara
today?
Walters. Yeah.
Today.
No, this was maybe on the 31st or the 30th.
Yeah.
Like
okay. Perfect. Not perfect, but like fucking Jeremy Renner got absolutely clapped by a snowmobile.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah. Fucking Hawkeye over there got into a snowplow accident.
He died?
No, he's alive.
Oh my god, man! He scared the shit out of me.
He's in like critical condition in the hospital right now because he got like run over by a snowplow.
Oh my god!
Like he's all fucked up. Like he posted today. He's like, I'm too fucked. Like, no, I'm exaggerating. I didn't say. He's like, I'm too injured to reply. I'm fine. I love you all, and that's it. But like he got fucking
holy shit.
Then during the Bengals game, that 24-year-old kid.
Hamlin.
Oh my.
Yeah, Hamlin had a. It's funny that you mentioned that. I had on TikTok there was like a cardiologist that like breaks it down. And I forgot what it's called. It's called.
I don't remember. I know I saw it. I don't.
Komodotosis or something like that.
It's like 1 in a million chance or something.
Yeah, so it's like according to the way your heart, the heartbeat, like the pattern of your heartbeat, on a certain like uprise on some shit like that. The cardiologist breaks it down. But like if you receive like trauma to the left side of the chest during a split fraction of it, something like that, it causes like
cardiac arrest.
Yeah, and the cardiac arrest. I don't know if there's an update though if he passed away or not.
I have no idea.
He was in critical condition.
Yeah, all I'm saying is like there's a lot of things going on right at the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
it's kind of fucked. Listen, hug your loved ones.
I think that's it for today.
Yep.
Again, awesome, Matt. Thank you. This was episode 61. And take a second, since we're a little reflecting, to thank everyone for listening and watching and supporting the podcast throughout all of 2022. We're picking up this year. We're going even stronger, keeping the numbers rolling, keeping the content coming day by day, week by week, clip by clip. We do this for everyone who cares. We do this for everyone who's interested. We do this for ourselves as well.
We have fun with it.
Because we enjoy bringing content for everyone who's interested. We enjoy talking about what we talk about, and we plan on doing that for as long as time allows us.
Correct. I agree.
So thank you again if you've listened, if you've been up to date with us, if you've taken the time out of your day to listen to us in the car, in school, and wherever you're listening, watching, things like that. And for 2023, keep updated. We're gonna be going crazy ham with like new videos, TikToks that aren't just podcast episode related. We're gonna be going wild with it and things like that. So again, keep up to date with those. If you're listening to the podcast, check it out on YouTube in full video if you want to see our beautiful faces. And if you're listening still, thank you. But that was episode 61. Matt, appreciate you for coming.
Thank you for having me, Matt.
Of course. And we refresh your feed soon after. Peace out.
Take care.